Hello. Welcome to the Simply Together show. It is, can you believe it's the 24th
I
of
can't
March?
hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, Lord.
Does it, can you hear me? Can you not hear me?
I can't hear.
Right, so is that me or is that you? You go out and
Okay,
come
let
back
me
in.
log out and come back again. Oh, my Lord.
Oh my days. Okay. So if anybody's watching, can you hear me? Can you not hear me? Because Nico can't hear me, but that might be because it's me. Okay, it's fine. I know you can hear me because I've just literally logged in and it must be Nico. So we're having fun and games. Shelley,
I can
I'm
hear you.
presuming you can. Yeah, I know. It's Nico. It is Nico. That is just absolutely hilarious. So I don't know what the weather's like out there. Shelley's only got a t-shirt on, but
Oh
she's
no,
been
I have
poorly.
I have got
Long
I
sleeve.
have got a jumper on. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Oh, she's got a jumper. She's got a jumper, so it's
I've got
cold
the
enough for
jumper on. Yeah.
Hello, Nikkei.
Hello. Oh, that's better. I couldn't hear you
Ah,
before. Immediately you started to show, your voice just went.
so Shelley's not staying because she's poorly. I am staying even though I am poorly. And Nikkei is just the joys of spring, and she's going to hold it all together today. All
Oh,
together.
my God.
Um,
They're jokes, honestly.
so before you go, Shelley, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad. I've had the head cold. I had it all through last week, and I think I ate something that was a bit drying last night, or the cold is drying up. But yeah, all my throat is red war at the moment. So and yeah, I'm just outside because the dog decided he wanted to go out again because we're only doing small walks. So I thought I'll
Okay.
sort him out while listening.
And coughing
Yes.
at the same time.
And a consent, yes.
How are you, Nikkei?
I'm exceptionally well, thank you. I'm very happy not to have what you two
Exceptionally.
have got.
Exceptionally. That's a big word for 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Exceptionally. Okay. What
Oh,
makes you
my Lord.
I don't even know how to say the word exceptionally well.
What did you say?
I said, what makes you feel exceptionally well?
Well, I'm still buzzing from the event on Sunday, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I'm still remembering bits and writing it down in my journal. And it's spring. Summer's time is coming. We're going to start. So everything basically is spring. It's new time. I'm just very excited.
Good, 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 good.
And what about you? What about you, Miguel?
I am okay. I've got a sore throat. I've been coughing, all of that business. So that's coming this week. And it most probably is man flu. Just for those out there who listen, there's people that on my Facebook who think that man flu is the worst illness in the whole of the world, and it's not. It's a flipping cold, and that's all I've got is a cold. But anyway, so it's all good. Still buzzing from Sunday as well. Yeah, which is what we'll get into in just a minute. But other than that, a little bit sad that it's gone cold again because we had some glorious weather last week. But maybe
But
this
when
is
are
what
you
we
going
need
to
now.
remember that
What?
in the UK we do not have consistent weather like that? This is the
Yeah.
UK. The weather is changeable, just like us. We, the UK people, are changeable. The weather is the same as us.
The weather is actually,
I
we
do
are
not
actually like
understand.
the weather. We are like the weather. This is, we can have all of that,
Oh, no, the
all of
voice is
those
gone
seasons
again.
in the one day. What? Have you gone again? Have I gone
Just
again?
doing my head in.
Go and
I
use your
can't
phone.
hear you.
Use your phone. Use your phone.
All right.
Stop using your.
All right, okay. So let me see if I can do this. Right, 1 second. What?
She's gone again. I don't know what's going on with
Hear.
her. I know. We know. We know. We know you can't.
Okay. Shelly, can you?
Is it when I go off screen? I don't know whether I'm doing something when I go off screen.
Can you hear now?
Welcome to the madness of the show.
I can't hear Cecile. I can hear you.
You can hear me, but oh my word, that is a new one.
I don't know what that is. So to everybody out there who's listening,
okay, because the last time I logged off and went off, I was going to try and see if I could send it to my work laptop, although this is different. It's not the same as Zoom. I'm a bit reluctant. Let me see if I can find my personal laptop.
She's talking to herself, okay? As everybody can see,
for ages. I don't use it much these days.
Giving us a running commentary of what it is that she's going to do. So I need to just say hello to Camilla. Hello, my lovely. How are you doing?
That's actually quite serious. Where is that laptop?
Diary for dinner, and you missed a really good event on Sunday.
All right, let me log off and log back on again.
Talking to herself.
I have to look for that laptop. Crazy.
We had. What is she looking for? Do you know what she's looking for? I don't even know what she's doing.
Laptop. She said it was her other laptop that she was doing.
Yeah, that's probably just at the side of her, ready to log in.
Yeah.
Oh, Camilla. Her back is. She hurt her back. Her back is still sore. Oh. There will be others. It was absolutely fantastic, and there will be others. So you know, I am sure we will get to see you. So, are you with us, Nico? No.
Yeah.
No. She's going to do what I did the other week. She's just going to say, "I'm doing this."
Yeah.
I am logging off. I am not doing it. So we had our International Women's Day afternoon tea soiree on Sunday. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I can hear you both now.
For how long?
I don't know. Oh Lord! And I actually literally cannot find my laptop. That is really strange.
Did you realise that we could hear you talking to yourself?
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's a
crisis thing. That's fine. So on Sunday we had our International Women's Day afternoon tea soiree. It was fabulous. I do so myself. It was wonderful. I don't know. What other words do you want to use?
Well, wonderful is a good word. I think it was exceptional. I just think it was a really good event. Different mix of people, and everybody seemed to blend straight away.
Yep.
Yeah. Is Nico on the screen because I can't see it come up?
Say it again. What did you say, Shelley?
No, I was just saying that I couldn't see Nico on the screen to start off with, so I don't know whether she was talking or I was talking.
Oh. She's here. She's on screen, and we can hear her, and she can hear us. Yes, it was a mix of people, new faces. There were some new faces there, and it was just, I don't know, it was just a wholesome, enjoyable, exceptionally enjoyable day with ladies, because obviously it's about International Women's Day. Lots of things. I don't know. We talked about lots of things. We talked about resilience and oh God.
Well, I wrote it down. Hang on.
Go on then.
I wrote some down. because um, right, that was on the 22nd. There's simply yeah. So we talked about trauma, strength, friendship, good foods, and like you said, resilience, um, boundaries, and the thing
Boundaries.
is, yeah, boundaries, understanding your timeline. You know, the divine timeline. What the lady was saying there.
One of the things that which kind of really had a discussion was about friendships and what they look like and how some need boundaries, some don't need boundaries. People come into your life for a specific amount
Season,
of
yeah.
time and then they go. Some people are there forevermore in a certain way. Yeah. So that was really interesting.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how long that you've known someone, it doesn't make you any closer because you know them longer. Was one of the things that kind of come up.
I think my big
That,
takeaway from that discussion is remembering that the parameters for friendship and sisterhood and all of that is deeply personal, based on how you are. Because when the lady said about, well, would you give that person the key to your house? Even the responses to that was different. You can see that different people still took that to mean something completely different.
Yeah.
yeah, it's when I said about having friends for a reason and a season, and how you define your
Are you being blown away? Right. So, oh, she's still there.
being on one hand.
We're struggling today with
It's
this
just as I come onto
technology.
my street, my street. So it was, yeah. Would they have to your door? Would you?
Can you just go in your house, please?
Oh, it's probably wait. You know, sometimes these phones, when it switches over from cellular to Wi-Fi, it kind of freezes up.
I'm now on the Wi-Fi.
There you go. There you go. Now, can you say it all again?
And there's no. It'll catch up now. It was having. Would you trust them to have a key to your house? Not necessarily
Are you having the same as this, Nico?
Yeah, it's
an
she's breaking
emergency
up.
contact.
Oh dear.
Like
Today is
you've got a friend there.
I think
technology
you
is
two have affected the internet with your cold.
really, but why am I being blamed for that? Because I haven't. My internet is fine today. Touch wood.
Yeah. I'm now back on the Wi-Fi, which is why it was playing up just then, I think.
Right, so you're now back on the Wi-Fi. So
You
tell
got
us.
me normal now. You got me normal back.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure how much of that you got. So it was that not necessarily did I have a key to your door, as in the emergency contact that can let you in. It's do you let them have a key to your door that they can use whenever they need to. So if you're not home and they need somewhere to go, they've got their own key. They can come in, they can help themselves, they can do whatever and go again. Because I was saying that I have, for me, it's always been my close friends, my inner circle is one hand. My friendships are two, I can count on two hands, and everyone else is acquaintances. They are friends, and I do trust them in certain situations, but it's that's my level of how close the circle gets. And it could be that someone's only been in my life for a short period of time or a long period of time. To me, that doesn't matter. to me, it's how I feel around you. Are you like me? Would you talk good of me behind my back when I'm not in that situation? Would you stand up for me? All those kind of things come into it as a close bestie. And the analogy was just, would you allow them to have your keys? As in, I could say I'm coming round to visit you. I've got my key. I'll come in, and I'll automatically then go, do you want a tea? Because I want to put the kettle on. So I'll go into your kitchen, put the kettle on, make us a cup of tea, then come into your front room. That kind of relationship.
Okay. Hi, Yvonne. How you doing?
Yeah.
Lovely to see you. Who would you give a key to then, Shelley? Because I know who, not Shelley. I know who Shelley's going to give a key to. Because if she hasn't already given the key to Amanda, then she's going to give her one. But I'm presuming Amanda's already got a key.
Yes, we got keys.
Lovely to have you, Yvonne.
I think it's a really interesting concept, because I think I've got people that I could give keys to like that, and that would happen. But then again, and I know the key is metaphorical, so please don't laugh at me. Because I never really thought of it like that until you mentioned it that day. I just took it to mean a different way of showing like a level of trust and comfort. So, because really and truly, that trust, all the people that I would consider like that, I trust them and I'm comfortable with them. But by the same token, everybody still has different attributes. So it's not, they're not all going to be on the same level. And it's not because I have more love for that best friend compared to that best friend. It's just different. It's built on different values, different times in life. So, for example, the person that I would say is my best friend, my ride or die, as they say these days, we were at school together. So, although we were not friends when we were in school in Nigeria, but we met up again at a school here. And it was that time of life when we were just finding our feet, the broke student type of thing. But we went through all of that together. And then I've got some other friends who I'm close with, like local besties who I've only known for the last, in fact, one of them is coming up to a 20-year anniversary. But again, Shelley, the point being is that it's not even about
it's not longevity.
It's what you said about how you feel with
it's for me, it's the house, because that's the analogy. That's what I own. That's what I'm in charge of. That's where everything is. You could do the same sort of, if anything should happen to me and I end up in, anything should happen to me and I get stuck in a traffic jam and I need to go and pick the kids up from school, you would have certain friends that would be good for that. But if anything should happen, who would I allow to look after my child overnight? And I know that they would just do what they do. So it's that kind of analogy. What am I really, my innermost secrets, my innermost thoughts, or the bit that being your house, because that's all your belongings. It could even be something very personal to you, like an heirloom from a great aunt or something. Who would you feel most happy and relaxed with, that they would look after that for you? It's to give you that kind of, I'm putting all my heart and soul into our friendship because you're looking after something for me. Who are those close besties? Because people will throw the word bestie around because they know everything about me, and we've done this and we've gone waxing, I've seen each other naked and da 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 da. No, to me that's not. I could strip off and go, look at it if you really want to. That doesn't make us close. How you look after me if I'm in that But if I'm in that situation where I'm vulnerable, and that's the reason why you're seeing me like this, I want to know how you are reacting to me and how you are with me, that's what makes you the bestie. I mean, I got told when I was asked to be a godmother, I got told that, I mean, I knew we knew each other, and I was with them at the beginning of their relationship and everything else. But I got told I got asked to be a godmother over any of her relatives and stuff because it was me, because of how I am and how it had nothing to do with the fact that we couldn't have kids or anything. It was just because I'm me, and if it worst was get to worst, I would just deal with it the same way that she would. And I got
Right.
told that like many years after, and I was like, yeah, we're not. We could. Yeah, she's my girl. I'm her girl, but I wouldn't class myself as her bestie, and I wouldn't want to class myself as her bestie. But we are close.
But this is what we were talking about on Sunday, about that inner circle. Then you most have another circle, and everybody's circles might be different. So some people might have
Yeah.
that inner circle and another circle full of acquaintances, or you have that inner circle, then you have another circle, and then you may have another one, and whoever's in those are who you feel comfortable with and where you want to place them. So Carmela says she'll give me a key. Look, she's gonna give me a key. I'm not going into her house because she's got 4 grandchildren that she looks after and a dog. So I'm not going in there with the key. Thank you very much. But thank you for the key anyway. But I would give her a key because actually I can imagine there are times in the day where she needs a few minutes peace from 4 grandchildren that she's raising. Right. So I see, she's laughing because she knows I ain't going in there when the grandkids are in there. I'll go in there if she's in there, or I'll go in there if I'm going on my own. And I would give her a key to mine. She could come in my house. That is fine. What's this one about your oldest granddaughter? You're lucky to have her. So is that about having a key, or is that her in your inner circle? Let me know. Let me know what you're saying with that one. But everybody, as we realized on Sunday, we all see this very differently as to who's in your inner circle and why they might be in your inner circle. And like you said,
someone said
longevity. Yeah. So Camilla's eldest granddaughter is in her inner circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and we realised that on Sunday that people are in places for different reasons. I know who's in my inner circle, and I might actually have an inner circle and then another one that's nearly in it, and then another one with other people in it, if that makes sense. Because there's people that I know that they're not in that right inner circle, because that inner circle is just with a few people, but they might be just outside of that. It's As my bestie said on Sunday, I don't have just one best friend. I have a couple, and they know that. I can have as many as I want.
Because it's different as well, isn't it? And sometimes it's geography, because are we saying names here as we're talking here?
Can do.
No, I'm just thinking about
it depends whether you're going to dog somebody in or not. What is it you want to say about them?
Yeah, it's not so much about them, it's about what they said, but in relation to what you've said there, about having more than one best friend. So, like, their best friend, the person who, like she said, told them some hard truths, don't actually live here in this country. They live in, they said, Jamaica and Australia. And sometimes, in terms of the best friend, if you take the superficial way, like you alluded to the other just now, Shelley, you can still need one of those, even though they might not really be in your inner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one of those.
Sometimes it's geography.
Like
the person I was talking about there, yeah, when we were younger, it didn't really affect you. Would still pick up the phone. Oh, do you want to go here? Blah blah. This is happening. But now, you still think twice where you're going to get up and go. Oh my, because of where they live, for example, like the idea of having a last minute ticket to something that is local to me. I'm more likely to call my friend here, not because I think the other friend is wouldn't be interested. It's geography, right? And so
Yeah.
it's. I
I
think
mean,
you
yeah,
have to
I've got,
say,
yeah, I've got. I would class him as in a circle because when he had a do and we were all there and he pulled us in before we had our picture taken, and he said it's because we are part of his inner circle. Um, and I class him as a bestie. He's my gay husband. He's my bestie, but he doesn't live here anymore. He lives in South Wales. But the minute we get together,
Mm.
it's like there hasn't been any time distance at all.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
even the same when we're on the phone with each other, we'll just go straight into it.
Yeah.
But then I've got Rita, class her as a bestie, who I've only known 7 years, and I've got Amanda, who is the bestie, and the three of us have got a WhatsApp group, but we will then talk to each other outside of that WhatsApp group. And Rita will always say, well, and Amanda's always your bestie, as long as I'm a bestie, and we'll laugh about it, which is it's kind of true. But then Amanda's never been one to be over sentimental or anything. If she's listening to this now, because she'll be waiting. She said, well, I need to come around and get the wool. I know, I'm coming around later in a bit. I'll bring food. But so
Hang
yeah,
on.
that shows you what a bestie's like.
Is she
So
coming to you?
I'm
Or
on
you?
my way round to Amanda's. I'm going to
Oh.
Amanda's in a bit. She's got some wool that she's donating, so I'm going to go and pick that up. And I said to her, I'll do it after the show. I'll bring some lunch because I'm thinking, well, I need to eat if she hasn't eaten yet, kind of thing, you know. And that's what I'm like
Yes.
with all of my friends. Actually, if I'm popping in to see someone, I say, oh, I'm gonna go past the shop. Do you need me to pick up bread, milk, whatever? I have had some people in the past that take that beyond a joke.
Right.
So, and that is
Did
now your boundaries.
Did you
I
set a
basically did a weekend shop for them. It's like meant kind of thing, but yeah.
Is that because they were incapacitated, or they were just taking the pee by getting you to do it all?
They would have been going through stuff that would have meant that they would have a difficulty getting to the shop.
Right. Okay.
But in that one instance, but then a couple of times it was, oh, you can just, and it turned into, oh, because then she can just, no, she cannot just anymore. As I said on Sunday, that's one of my things. I now say no. I love you, but.
But I think that's one of the things that came up on Sunday was
yes,
I think somebody had said if they are your bestie, why do they need a boundary?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
People need boundaries for many different reasons.
I think it depends when the boundaries come in, right? I think if you have your, if you take the example of that was given there, your best friend, the person that can tell you how it is in no uncertain terms, even when they know that you don't particularly want to hear it, etc. Those boundaries have already were never put there. I think sometimes friendships. I I understand that question, but if you have a friendship, and then halfway down that friendship you're having to set boundaries that have not come naturally. Because let's be honest, right? When you get together with people, there's certain things that attract you to each other, and you're going to mind certain P's and certain Q's and certain things when you just meet, and then obviously as the friendship develops, it kind of um, melts away. But if you then find that you have to go back to that still sense or stiff upper lip and put in those boundaries, it's a good question that makes you wonder. Say, oh, okay, so are you going to be demoted from the inner circle to the outer circle, or are you just going to leave them? Because it's a hard one.
It's difficult to learn those lessons as you go through, and that was one of the things that came up on that. What would you what would you wish you learned earlier?
Yeah.
Like, what would you tell your younger self, kind of thing? And
A
that
life
came up.
wish you knew earlier.
Yes, it is there. And that being very almost has come as part of it, sort of like saying, well, you are enough was quite a lot that came up. But the other thing being that don't sweat the small stuff, and all those bits to do with friendships, you do panic because it's a little thing. Do I say it? Don't I say it? Do we not stay friends anymore? Do you demote them, as you were saying, Nick, sort of like to an outer circle because you don't feel like comfortable enough for them to be more of an inner circle? And how you go through those connections with people and how you speak to people to try and explain to them that, oh, hang on a minute, that wasn't quite what I was expecting from you. Without it being too, you don't want it being too like too big the way that you say it, but you kind of need to say it. So how the hell do you say it? And I think that's why honestly why me and Amanda have stayed friends so long, because if something comes up, we'll say it. We won't get aggravated with each other. We'll just something like that. So that's fine. We've learned from it. We'll move on, and we don't let it fester.
But is that because
but the pair of us are very much like that?
Is that what makes her part of your inner circle? Because actually, the two of you can be fully open and honest and say whatever it is that needs to be said.
Yeah.
Because you're only going to, here's a question then to people, are you only going to take that from your inner circle, or will you listen to anybody who says that to you?
See, I would listen, but I would take it with a pinch of salt if it was from the outer circle. I'd say obviously something's come up, so okay, we can talk about it, but yeah, depending on how you said it to me. Just because you've seen, like, me and someone else, no, I said that, I'll just say the name, me and Rita kind of bantering with each other, you can't then turn around and say, well, I've taken that from Rita, so I'm going to take it from you.
Yeah,
no,
100%.
you need to earn that. Yeah. Don't react the same way as you've seen me react with someone else. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I think because your stripes are earned,
interesting, isn't it? Because
because you do earn your stripes. I said because you earn your stripes. So, for example, and a lot of us in our culture, we can hail ourselves, like now, for example, I could come to your house and say, "Oh, I don't have a nickname for you, Cecile. You're just Cecile." Oh no, sometimes I used to sing that song, right? But the point is, I would do that, right? Or if you had a nickname for me that we had that was between us for whatever circumstances for how we met, then if somebody else came along and wanted to join in with that, I'd be like, but why?
No.
You were not part of the
I've had that in a work situation when my friend's called Natasha. In her old job, she was always known as Tasha, and in the new job, she was known as Nat. Now I have known her as Natasha, so I would, whenever I'm writing her name, for instance, in the works card, sort of like, I'll get well soon, happy birthday, whatever, I'll always put Nat Tasha kind of thing, because I'll put the line in it, because it's then going back to, I've known you so long, I can call you both names. But she had someone in a new job on the phone going, all right, Tasha? And I'm like, oh, they did what? Because this is how she's saying to me face to face. And I know that's not what she goes by anymore. She, in her new job, she goes by Natasha. So yeah, all right, Tasha. And excuse me, what? And us around her, well then no, you don't go by that. You don't go by that name.
Yeah.
So it does show you.
It is very interesting because actually I don't think anybody in any of the places that I have worked have called me by what my family and friends call me, because I've never introduced that because I'm Cecile. I'm Cecile. That's how that goes. Yeah. That is very interesting because actually you can only call me by what other people call me if I let you.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
people get really confused by that, don't they? So I remember at one point when I was working on the social media team, we had two people called Samantha and Sam. So Samantha then had to start using her full name. But obviously we
Full
were
given
quite
name.
there. I'm still the only one who still calls her by Samantha. Then one day, the other day, I went, "Oh, Sam," and she didn't answer. And I said, "Oh, I'm talking to you." She says, "Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me because I called her Sam, but I'm the only one who still calls her Samantha." And it just,
Amanda still calls me Michelle quite often, or she'll say Shell. And some of my other old mates, old school mates, will say Shell very much other than Shelley. But I when Facebook first came out, I used to go by, I named myself on there Shelley, because not that I was hiding away, but I just had a few people that were kind of trying to friend me, and I'm like, well, no, actually, I'm not interested. Just because we went to school together, you treated me like then, I don't want to know. So that's why it named Shelley, and that's why it always now stays as Shelley. So mum obviously doesn't even say Shell, she says Michelle. My family are half and half, but that's normally Shell, because I always used to go by Shell instead of Michelle. But yeah, Amanda will always then say Michelle quite often.
Okay, so those people that are on your Facebook, for example, so on my Facebook, I've got over 1,000 people, right? People I haven't spoken to since day dot. I don't know. Are they my friends? Because Facebook tell me they're my friends. But are they my friends?
Yeah.
Are they in an outer circle? Is there a real outer circle that they're in?
I don't think you can use Facebook as an example depending on how you use it. So if you're the type of person who kept your Facebook like really personal and you only use it to connect with your like friends in the traditional sense, right? Your friends, your family, and stuff like that. But if you like me, for example, when I was into network marketing and stuff like that, they always told you keep it open, add people, do this and that. Yeah, sometimes some of the people we've dropped them off and taken them off, but there are a lot of people that will be on your Facebook that really would not be your friends, especially like you said, if you've not spoken to them for ages, and it's not speaking to them like your friend that happens to live in Jamaica. You just don't talk every day because they live in Jamaica, but you pick up the phone and it's like you spoke yesterday.
Yeah.
It's
well, I've got
I do try and keep.
It's a parasocial relationship you have with people online.
But I think also though, because obviously for me, I know that I've got 1.2K. They are not these people on here are not in my inner circle or even my next circle. Those a lot of those people are going to be on an outside circle. Hi Norma, how you doing?
I was going to ask, Cecile, the ones that you've got as friends on Facebook, are they people that you kind of know? So you might not know in real life, but you've had connections with them.
Well, have I had connections with them? Some of them maybe, others no. Right. Do you know what you do? So you go, I don't know, there's loads of people on there from previous jobs. You go to a workshop or something like that. Oh, let me add you on social media. So there's a lot of stuff on there as well, you know. But for some people, going down the therapy route, there's some people who will look at their Facebook and think, I've only got that amount of friends and I don't have like other people have. Whereas I will look at that and think, do you know what? There's people, there's 1,000 on there that I hasn't even popped up on my flipping timeline, let alone anything else. But for some, they're their friends.
Shelley's gone, I can't hear you again. I don't know what she's done to it.
Shelley, what have you done?
Right,
Because
give me
now
1
she
minute.
can't. So we're talking about friendships. I'm talking all by myself because we have tech. Oh, I am literally by myself now. We have tech problems. I don't even know if we've got tech problems or whether it's actually Nike's phone or what it is. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm here. I'm here. I am talking to all of you. She's back now. Let's see if we can hear her or she can hear
Hello?
us. Can you hear us?
I can
Hello?
hear you. Yeah, yeah.
What the hell? What is that?
So
Shelley's
you
gone
can't
now as
hear
well.
me now?
I can hear you.
All right, okay. It's definitely something to do with when Shelley's on the line, because immediately Shelley goes off, I can't hear you.
So it's Shelley's fault. It's all Shelley's fault.
Producer
How
extraordinaire.
what we said on Sunday was sometimes, and it's only sometimes, it's not all the time, sometimes you need to put boundaries in. Does that mean that you can't put a boundary in with your best friend? No, of course it doesn't mean that.
I think sometimes with boundaries, you could put I think the boundaries with your best friend are natural. I think I think that is the other nuance that came out of that question, that if you have to put that boundaries in, are they actually your friend? I think with your best friend, the boundaries are natural.
Yeah.
In the sense that whatever it was that made you best friends, whatever you've been through together and stuff like that. But then again, you get some other friendships where maybe you do bond very quickly, you become besties very quickly. Maybe you've trauma bonded, or you've had something in common that's really good, but then after a while you realize that actually no, that doesn't work actually, and then you have to start setting boundaries.
So does that then move them? Does that move them from
I think it
the
depends what the
title of best
boundaries are.
friend to something else?
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. That's why I say it's really personal. So I'll give you an example, right? So my friends that I came with on Sunday were very good friends. We've been friends for 20 years. We met when I started Taekwondo. The very first day, that was her first day as well. And we've been friends ever since. And she's really nice and friendly and social. But as I've gotten older now, and I'll never be antisocial. You know me, I love people, I love being about people. But as I've been trying to improve certain things, and as I've gotten more involved in Taekwondo, at the beginning of the year, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. So don't invite me anywhere, because I will not commit until I've got my Taekwondo calendar, and obviously if I'm doing courses and stuff like that. And the first year I said it to her, she said, well, that's not very nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said, that's not very nice. I said, well, I accept that, and I can see why you would think that. But I said, I'm just being honest, because I'm not going to put myself in a position where, if, say, for example, I've committed, or I don't know, to go to the cinema with you, or somewhere, and then something else comes up, like for Taekwondo, and then I say, sorry, I can't go to the cinema anymore because there's a Taekwondo competition come up. I don't want to do that, and I know that as I was getting more involved, it was a big priority for me. And obviously it's now a priority for me to not go out in January. So, but when we were talking about it in the car on the way home, I said, but that boundary that's me. I said, you don't have to accept it. And I wouldn't be offended if you didn't. And I don't really think that it would necessarily impact the friendship. But if it's, for example, it's around, I don't know, lending money or lending things that you need back and it doesn't come back in the state. Just what I mean? They're different things that.
So that boundary is a boundary for you because there's a priority in your life, which is Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that you have those dates in your calendar before you then commit to other things, because you actually like to commit and you don't want to mess people about.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's okay. So did she say that was okay? Did she understand?
Well, yeah, she did. She does. She did. I think it could have been the way it comes out, because our sensibilities are very, very different. And because like my voice is loud, and sometimes if I get excited or exasperated, sometimes it changes. And then like I said, sometimes we'll be talking, I'm like, okay, it's all right, don't worry. It's because I'm aware of the fact that she's not taking it the way I'm meaning it. And obviously, my friend, I don't want to hurt her feelings. There's no point. If you know, yeah, so it's stuff like that.
So I suppose, okay then, so is she in your inner circle or your next circle?
Well, I don't look at my friends like that, you see. So I'm having to go with it. I'm going with it. I can understand, but yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. Exactly. I would call and say, oh, look, this has happened. Can you help me out? Blah, 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 and vice versa. It's just different. I do think that you can have more than one best friend and they will be different, right? My other best friend is different again because we share the same culture and there's certain things you just don't have to explain. It's really easy. Whereas there's certain things now, I know that you would find them funny in that culture. I would share them with you, but it would be a little bit of a job because you might not, because you're not used to it. Do you see what I mean? So there's all those sorts of nuances that really kind of, for me personally, come into play. But
there's nothing wrong with having boundaries.
Concept of that, I really believe it.
There's nothing wrong with having boundaries with your friends.
I heard a quote today that you might like.
Oh, go on.
Says,
no, is that me? Is that my internet?
No, I was just going to say, because it's related to what you're saying, it says that boundaries are not punishments. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you. So boundaries are not punishment.
Well, I'm moving. Can you see me moving?
Yeah.
Lines that tell you where love can sit.
Say that bit again.
Boundaries are not punishments. They're the lines that tell you where love can sit.
Oh, okay.
So it came from a story by a particular person in this family unit. Well, yeah, you back.
Yeah.
You back, friend. And so in the
you're cutting in and out.
No, enough is enough. This blood, and they'll say, "Oh, you're punishing us. You're punishing us." There's no boundary.
I don't know whether this is
sometimes certain things that you've been doing in a relationship with friends, married.
Okay. So I don't know if you can hear me now. Are you still with us? Am I still with us? Who knows?
Can you not hear me?
I can just about hear you, but you're going in and out.
I can...
It's one of those days. It's really? One of those days. It really is one of those days.
I had an identification to say it's unstable.
Right, now I can see you.
How's that?
That's better. So ultimately,
good.
Boundaries are not a punishment. It shows you where love sits, where they sit, where you sit, and also where you want people to be as well.
Yes.
Okay. But boundaries, and that's fine, because I see that boundaries are not a punishment, because sometimes you need to put boundaries in place for varying different reasons, because ultimately it needs to be about what you, however much you can then deal with at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So before we're going to come to an end, but just it's interesting, have a think about that. So Trisha is going to be watching this on catch up.
She was watching it live last week. she told me, she said that she laughed that when I said, don't forget Trisha, that Trisha will watch it on Catch Up. She said, Nikki, I was actually watching it live.
Yeah, Trisha's going to be watching this. She was there on Sunday. What do you think about boundaries? Do any of you, do you put boundaries in with your friends, with your close friends or your acquaintances or your inner circle? What kind of boundaries do you put in place so that you do not get pulled into everything else that other people are doing? So, just want to share this. Fibroids, Hysterectomy and Beyond Annual UK Conference 2026, Holiday Inn, Milton Keynes on Saturday, this Saturday, March the 28th, from 1:30 to 5:30. £11.55 for a ticket, which includes the fee. Tickets are on Eventbrite. This is the fourth one?
Fourth.
I think, yeah, so this is the fourth one that V has put on. It's absolutely brilliant. So much information. All those things that women think that they're doing on their own. They're the only woman this has happened to. There's so many women out there. It's also good for the guys as well, because ultimately if your wife, your partner, is having a difficult time with fibroids or needs to have a hysterectomy, it's good to know what that's going to entail, because a hysterectomy alone is life-changing, body-changing.
Bye, babe.
Bye. Life-changing, body-changing, everything, emotions, hormones, the whole lot. And it's not easy for anybody to navigate, let alone if you are their husband, their partner, their boyfriend, whatever. So that's on Saturday. Nikkei and I are going. So fibroids, hysterectomy and beyond.
It's gonna be fun.
2026. So it's the Holiday Inn in Milton Keynes. There's parking nearby. And I think if you park further afield, you can get free parking, but you have to have a look. Saturday, 1:30 to 5:30. Okay. We are wrapping up. We've talked about friendships, and I've got some lovely friendships. And I've got an outer circle as well. There's an outer circle.
Can I just ask you a question, Cecile, quickly before we go?
Possibly,
because this is something I've noticed that is happening again. Right. Do you have like younger friends, like next generation younger friends? That you would say this is your friend?
I don't
know. So the reason
if
why I asked that, because I've noticed that I've got a few like that. Sorry?
I don't know if I would say they are my friends, because most of the time I know them via somebody else. And don't forget, I work from home as well.
Right,
so I don't have a team there.
Yeah.
You know, from when I used to work in services and stuff like that, you would then make new friends. Yeah. And some of them would be younger than me. So I don't know.
I was just curious because my mum was like that. Yeah, my mum was like that. She, you know, at the end, she had loads of. I mean, they were older than me, but they were much younger than her, and I just find that myself very similar. Not as much as her. My sister is like carbon copy, literally. She's got her friends, and then she's got all these other younger friends. And of course, those interactions, like the need for boundaries and stuff, become different again. But yeah, I just thought I would throw that out there because
it's very interesting.
A big subject. It's a very big subject. I think we've only scratched the surface of the scratch.
Right, so we are going into Easter next week. Whoever celebrates it, let us know. Tell me what you do for Easter. What do you do for Easter? Is it all about the cakes? Is it all about chocolate? Is it all about the food? Let me know. And we will see you next Tuesday at the same time.
Yay. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Have a good week, everybody. Bye.